What's up everyone, Coach Tony from Bombec Strength, and today I'm going to talk about a common squat breathing error that's going to cost you some stability in your torso and may limit how much weight you can lift. Now, I see a lot of high-level lifters do this, and some people might argue, well, if it works for them, then it must be okay. And I would argue that even great lifters sometimes do things suboptimally, and we want to try to get our breathing and our bracing strategy as dialed in as possible so we don't lose our position when we're squatting heavy. And the error that I commonly see is that once lifters get their setup, they get the bar on their back, they walk the bar out, and now it's time to take their breath. They shrug up in their shoulders way too much and take their breath way too high, and it kind of looks like this. And then they set their lats down again. And I just think that that's a real, first of all, waste of energy to be moving the bar around so much by shrugging up and then pulling the lats down. And also, when we kind of elevate our shoulder blades, which is what happens when you shrug, and move that bar kind of up and forward, we run the risk of just never being able to reset our lats and get our chest up and our back tight again. So I think that it's a much, much better idea that once you get that position in the setup, and I'm kind of packing my neck by making a double chin, I'm pulling my lats down and trying to point my elbows together at my lower back, that I never lose this position again. And the way that you make sure that you can do this and get a good breath is not unrack the bar by arching your back, but by kind of tucking your belt buckle up towards your nose to the point where you can feel your abs tense up quite a bit. And once I have this position, I never want to lose it. And the way I dial this position in is I take a breath here before I even unrack the bar. So I'm breathing in, try to fill my belly, my sides, and my lower back with air. And then I unrack the bar by locking my knees. So you can see here, I've never lost my upper back or my core position. And then I do that very deliberate walkout I've talked about many times. 1 step, 2 step, and centering step. And now everything's set and ready to go. I have no reason to change any position here. All I've got to do is take a second breath before I start my squat descent. So the same breath I took during my setup, breathing into my belly, my sides, and my back. If I do that, you'll see there's no change to my torso position. I'm not doing any of this stuff. Setting the lats down again. That's just such a waste of energy and potential for loss of position. So I lock it in, take my breath and hold it, and then I descend into my squat. So if you're a lifter and you do a lot of this stuff when you take your breath during the squat, or if you're a coach and you have a lifter doing that, I'd nip that in the bud right away. I think it's a wasteful movement. I think it's suboptimal as far as taking in your air, because when I shrug up like this, I kind of take that air up and in, which is not really the way that we want to create intra-abdominal pressure. We want to breathe kind of in and out and down, like so. We almost thinking about pushing down and out into your obliques. That's going to be the greatest way to create that intra-abdominal pressure. So no more shrugging when you take your air, when you get ready for a squat. It's just not the best way to do it.